Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers for Tuesday, April 22, 2025 are finally here. In tomorrow's episode, Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig, and Brooke Logan's Catherine Kelly Lang argument escalates. Eventually, Taylor locks both of them in a storage room. However, it just leads to more blame games. In tomorrow's episode, fans can expect Taylor to confront Brooke. Fans recall that Taylor insists she's secure in her relationship with Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K. At the same time, Taylor can't keep letting Brooke hit on her man. If Brooke weren't repeatedly begging Ridge to take her back, then Taylor might be able to move on. However, not only does Taylor have to listen to Brooke's begging, she busted her wearing nothing but lingerie in the office. Expect Taylor to have some things to say to Brooke. Taylor's intention is likely to warn Brooke to knock off her games. However, what happens is that Taylor accidentally locks herself and Brooke in the storage room. While Taylor and Brooke are locked up in the storage room, they will have a heated debate. One would think they could iron out their issues this way. However, it is teased that the argument escalates. Once they are rescued, there will be another issue. Brooke will accuse Taylor of locking them in there on purpose. However, Taylor will insist that it's an accident. Fans might also see what happens with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, once he returns to the hospital. Even though the doctors have discovered Liam has an inoperable brain tumor, it doesn't seem like he accepts the diagnosis in the preview clip. If Liam insists on keeping his condition a secret, that could put Steffy in a really complicated moral dilemma. We also might see what Luna Nozowa, Lisa Yamada, does next to get Will Spencer, Crew Morrow. How far will she go, and what does it mean for Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace? Sheila Carter-Sharp, Kimberlyn Brown, could be a good influence on Luna, but she's acting more like a partner in crime than a grandmother. At some point, Deacon Sharp, scene canon, is going to find out about the secret Sheila has been keeping. Sheila might think she can convince Deacon to see things her way, but it seems a split is in their future. Los Angeles wakes to yet another storm on the horizon, though the skies outside remain deceptively blue. Inside Forrester Creations and beyond, secrets bubble to the surface and agendas clash like thunder. On Tuesday, April 22, the lines between love and revenge blur, and the past refuses to stay buried. Taylor Hayes plots a devious move with consequences she may not be able to undo. Brooke Logan finds herself in a nightmarish twist of fate, trapped and isolated. And Steffy Forrester stands in the crossfire, her heart torn between family, truth, and the growing darkness surrounding them all. Taylor's devious move, therapy or trap? Taylor Hayes has always worn the mask of peacekeeper and healer, but beneath that carefully polished facade lies a woman who has lost too much. With Ridge still emotionally tethered to Brooke, and Steffy unraveling under the pressure of Liam's condition and Sheila's hovering threat, Taylor decides it's time to take control in a way no one expects. We begin with Taylor standing in her private office, a file in hand, marked confidential. Her phone buzzes. It's a message from a contact at the California Board of Behavioral Sciences. A soft smile curves on her lips as she reads the confirmation. A formal inquiry into Brooke Logan's recent erratic behavior has been initiated. It started with a rumor, a whisper planted carefully at a charity gala. Taylor's old friend, Dr. Miriam Keene, had been told that Brooke had experienced a stress-induced episode in public. With Ridge present that night and the tension high, Taylor's plan was simple: seed doubt. Now, with the right people asking the right questions, all she has to do is wait. But Taylor doesn't wait long. She meets with Carter Walton under the guise of discussing legal mediation between Thomas and Hope's shared work at Forrester. Instead, she lets slip that she's concerned about Brooke's access to certain medications, ones that could affect her mental clarity. Carter is stunned, sensing something deeper. Are you suggesting Brooke's a danger to herself or others? He asks, wary. Taylor places a hand on her heart, eyes shimmering with false concern. I'm saying she might need help, Carter. And I don't want to see her spiral. Later, she visits Steffy, under the pretense of checking on the children. But the real agenda is set in motion when Taylor carefully manipulates Steffy into questioning Brooke's recent emotional volatility. Steffy, already stressed from recent events with Liam's medical mystery and Finn's emotional withdrawal, is easily swayed. She's been snapping more often, Steffy mutters, pacing. I saw her go off on Hope last week over something tiny. And then there's her weird disappearance last weekend. Taylor nods solemnly. Just keep an eye on her, sweetheart. That's all I'm asking. Brooke locked up. Truth, lies, and a padded cell. By afternoon, Brooke Logan walks into a nightmare she doesn't see coming. It begins with a call from a supposed social worker, claiming to be following up on her volunteer work with at-risk youth. Brooke, always eager to protect her image and reputation, agrees to meet. She heads to a Beverly Hills wellness center for what she believes is a donor meeting. The moment she steps into the sleek glass lobby, something feels off. The staff are too courteous, too calm, and before she can process the unease, two men approach her with clipboards and calm voices. Miss Logan, we're just going to take you for a brief evaluation, one of them says. What? Brooke laughs nervously. I think you've got the wrong person. But within minutes her purse is taken, her phone confiscated, and she's gently, yet firmly, escorted to a private room. One that looks more like a containment chamber than a consultation suite. Brooke's eyes widen as she realizes what's happening. This is a mistake. I'm not. There's nothing wrong with me. A psychiatrist appears, introducing herself as Dr. Vivian Shaw. You've been placed under a 72-hour hold for observation, Ms. Logan. We received several credible reports of erratic and potentially harmful behavior. This is for your safety and the safety of those around you. Brooke's scream echoes down the corridor. Steffy's torn, daughter, CEO, and a woman with a conscience. Back at Forrester Creations, Steffy is spiraling. She's just received word, through a Forrester lawyer, that Brooke has been committed for observation. It doesn't take long for her to realize Taylor's fingerprints are all over this. And while Steffy initially supported her mother's concern, she didn't expect such drastic action. Steffy storms into Taylor's home, fury in her eyes. What did you do? Taylor is calm, seated with a cup of chamomile tea. I protected her, and I protected you. By having her committed? Are you hearing yourself, Mom? This isn't just some therapy session gone wrong, you've weaponized mental health. Taylor sighs, guilt flickering briefly. You weren't there, Steffy. You didn't see her the night of the gala. She was shaking, rambling, lashing out. Ridge covered for her, but I didn't forget. And I'm not going to sit back and wait for Brooke to hurt someone. Steffy shakes her head, unsure. You're crossing a line. This is the same kind of manipulation Sheila used to pull. You always said we were better than that. Taylor stands abruptly. And where has being better gotten us? Brooke always gets a free pass. Not this time. Caught between loyalty to her mother and the creeping sense that something terribly wrong has happened, Steffy leaves, torn. When she sees Hope crying quietly in an office downstairs, the weight of it all becomes unbearable. Hope fights back. A daughter's desperation. Hope Logan has always been her mother's defender. But this is different. When she finds out about Brooke's involuntary hold, she rushes to Ridge, demanding answers. You believe this? Hope yells. You let this happen. Ridge is visibly shaken, torn between the two women who have defined his life. Hope, I didn't know. Not like this. I thought it was a wellness check. She's not some broken woman who needs saving, Hope cries. She's my mother. And she's being punished for being vulnerable. Hope storms out, vowing to free her mother, even if it means burning bridges along the way. Liam's memory sparks a chain reaction. In a subplot that might shift everything, Liam Spencer, still recovering from a head injury weeks ago, begins to experience flashes, memories previously lost. As he rests at the Cliff House, he tells Finn about a strange recollection involving Taylor whispering heatedly with a man outside a hospital. The memory is faint, but something about it feels urgent. "I think she said something about keeping Brooke in line," Liam murmurs. "It felt wrong." Finn, whose trust in Taylor has also begun to crack, grows uneasy. If Liam's memories can be trusted, they may hold the key to unraveling what really happened in the days leading to Brooke's lockdown. Bill and Ridge team up for Brooke. An unlikely alliance brews when Bill Spencer confronts Ridge at Il Giardino. Bill, always quick to jump to conclusions when it comes to Brooke, has heard whispers about her breakdown. "I don't buy it," Bill says darkly. Brooke's been through hell and back. And the timing. Suspicious. Someone's setting her up. Ridge, for once, agrees. "I'm starting to think the same." Could these two rivals actually team up to rescue Brooke? And if they do, what will they uncover about Taylor's plan? Ending the episode, the woman in the mirror. The final scene brings us back to Brooke, staring at herself in the mirror of her observation room. Her hair is disheveled, her eyes glassy. She whispers to her reflection, "You have to stay strong. You've been through worse. Don't let them win." A nurse walks by the door. Brooke stands tall. And just like that, the survivor in her awakens. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUTIFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.